not of the race last time round, but look, he's not even in the top 6 in terms of fastest lap of the race.
There is Glenn Irwin. He's in 9th place ahead of Kennedy. Luke Mossey's up inside the top 12 as well, so some points on offer for him. As you look here at Kyle Ryde, who's gone back through now on Danny Kent with Haslam behind the pair. We are on lap 11 of 14 here at Thruxton. Out front, Jason O'Halloran now. What's that, about 1/6 of a second lead he's got?
Yeah, and I think this will be probably the quickest lap of anybody this lap. Again.
Oh, look at Nesbitt. Nesbitt's trying to come through here and get himself onto the podium. He can't find a line, though. He's got to try and fiddle his way through. He does. He goes up into 3rd. It's Vickers 2nd, Nesbitt now 3rd. And Max Cook is back in the frame again as well.
Yeah, Nesbitt likes the outside line at the chicane. He's brilliant, but you're putting a lot of pressure on the front end. You're dragging a lot of brake as well. Really easy to lose the front there.
Only rider in the 115s last time around. Your race leader, Jason O'Halloran.
I think we know what the Sly Fox has been doing here. Honestly.
Nice move that from Lee Jackson. He's got back up into 3rd place now. There's a couple of riders here hungry for their first ever BSB podium. Nesbitt and Max Cook very much in that gang. Can they close down O'Halloran out front?
I don't think they can.
No,
unless maybe Vickers or only Jackson. I don't think the rookies have been thinking too much about this. Maybe they have, but I think they've just been having a good run at the front, and good on them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here we go now then. Lee Jackson and Ryan Vickers are side by side, and Nesbitt and Cook follow them. Wouldn't it be great to see these guys on the podium? You knew it was going to come. I didn't expect it to come quite this quickly, but no one's got anything for O'Halloran at the moment. Still, Vickers and Lee Jackson fight it out for 2nd place. But they've got the hungry rookies either side of them.
Brilliant.
Nipping at their heels.
Nesbitt loves the outside line. I think it's worked again. Has it put him on the inside for the left? Yes, it has.
Brilliant from Nesbitt. Then we're about to start the penultimate lap of the race. There is...
That's the crew. That's Steve Hickin. Yeah.
Yeah, he's loving it, and rightly so. Out front, O'Halloran is broken. He's a 2nd clear.
One of the Higgins assets, they've been really good at picking the young kids. They don't have to overpay them. They haven't got a lot of money to spend on a big winner, but they do a really good job of finding the cheaper but upcoming riders and managing them properly.
Yeah, absolutely right. And Josh Owens being one of those as well, although Josh, unfortunately, not racing here. He had I noticed in FP1 yesterday, only got 3 laps on the door, and then the garage door went down. But their other rider here, Charlie Nesbitt, is doing them proud.
Absolutely.
There is Haslam. He leads this fight for 6th with Danny Kent, Kyle Ryde and Glenn Irwin. Kyle Ryde looks like he's just lost some grip in these closing stages.
I agree.
And that's why he's got a track limits warning.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely used too much. And that's unusual because a Kyle Ryde with a well-set-up bike is easy on tyres, but it's a different kind of place. We've said that.
There is Glenn Irwin and Jack Kennedy. They're fighting away for...
You can see Vickers losing the rear out church there. Look, it's cost him. That's exactly. You get a slide. It's not dangerous, but you've got to close the throttle.
The inside line again for Nesbitt. He goes through on Jackson. Jackson fancies a look up the inside again, though he can't quite make it. We're about to start the final lap of the race. O'Halloran should just be coasting here to victory. But who's going to take the remaining spots? Through turn 1, then I thought Nesbitt was going to make his move. The marshals will be loving this, cheering on Nesbitt here.
Now, Nesbitt, the local boy, has got to set this up because he doesn't want to lead at church. He needs to have the slipstream of Vickers, but he's got bother because he's got Jackson and Cook behind him, and they will be doing exactly the same thing.
There's a bit of friendly fire potential here as well between Jackson and Cook.
Yeah, there is, yes.
You would think Max Cook would not want to do anything too silly to upset the rhythm of Jackson.
So Vickers is doing everything now. He'll put the hammer down. He'll know that a move's coming if they can be close enough out of church and into the chicane. He'll know where it's coming, but sometimes here you can't really do anything about it.
So here we go then on this final lap. Ryan Vickers has done a great job so far on this final lap in 2nd place. And they're all scrapping now for the final podium places. Here comes an attack from Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's got the double bubble there.
Oh, no, the door's closed. And now it's going to be a drag to the chicane. O'Halloran's a 2nd up the road. But who's going to join him on the podium? Up the inside here. Brilliant from Nesbitt. They're almost touching. They're 3 abreast on the approach to the chicane. Who's going to take the final podium spots? Jackson there. Late on the brakes is up to 2nd. Him and Vickers are almost touching. The checkered flag is being made ready. O'Halloran has stormed this. He's not fluffed his lines today. He wins the sprint race.
Nesbitt 2nd.
Nesbitt's got 2nd.
Nesbitt 2nd. Wow. That was because Vickers and Jackson tripped themselves up there. Brilliant from Nesbitt.
Fantastic from the Hawk Racing team.
Look at it. Brilliant.
Charlie Nesbitt, the local rider. What a performance from him. Ryan Vickers 3rd and Max Cook as well. in 4th place ahead of Lee Jackson.
Well, I went down to watch out the back, and I was sat in a marshal post with 5 lads down there, and they were unbelievably partisan to Nesbitt. They will be, no, I bet some of them are doing backflips down there.
There's going to be some parties here tonight.
Fantastic.
Brilliant stuff. A great ride from Jason O'Halloran. He's had the pace all weekend. He did exactly what he needed to do.
And that's a clever ride. That's experience, that, and he's got it.
Yeah, and he needed it as well. The win column has been a bit barren for O'Halloran of late.
And would you have that this year? Glenn Irwin, highest Ducati in 9th.
Unreal, isn't it?
Yep.
What a tale it is here. And there is Charlie Nesbitt, number 86. What emotions.
You will never forget your first BSB. But look now, second group of bikes in shot. O'Halloran's through. Watch Vickers on the inside. Jackson tries to tough it out. They both run wide. Look and watch. Look, that's perfect. Just picks up the pieces, does Nesbitt. Brilliant.
Max Cook nearly mugged the pair of them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was fantastic. In fact, Max Cook
got 4th.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, got 4th and was hundredths of a second away from a podium himself.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. And there are the celebrations for Charlie Nesbitt. The first of many PSP podiums for the 22-year-old.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair bet, is that, Steve? We enjoyed that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was fantastic. Good ride, though, from O'Halloran on the week where McCann's Yamaha announced that they're departing the British Superbike paddock next year. He said he was riding for a job next year, and he's delivered for the first race of the weekend. O'Halloran then storms to victory, 1.5 seconds clear of Spud Nesbitt. Ryan Vickers was 3rd, Max Cook great in 4th ahead of Lee Jackson, who really put in a solid effort there and deserves more than 5th. Haslam was 6th ahead of Kent, then it was Kyle Ride, Irwin, Peter Hickman, Kennedy and Luke Mossey in 12th. Eden was 13th ahead of the championship leader Tommy Bridewell. Josh Brooks picked up a point. He took it from Storm Stacey on the last lap, who had to start in the end from the back of the grid.